Hey there, everyone. How you doing? Sunday afternoon. Breaking news just came across my news feed, and it looks like Neiman Marcus is the first retailer looking to file bankruptcy. This one shocked me. Not that they're claiming bankruptcy, just that they were first. I think a lot of people thought it might be J.C. Penney's or Macy's. But the fact that it is Neiman Marcus is, I think, pretty telling. I think it's actually a sign of things to come. I think, first and foremost, frankly, retailers that declare bankruptcy early can sort of get prioritized in line for what is likely to be a pretty busy bankruptcy year. But also, this is going back to the, sort of high end versus low end, medium end. I think a lot of people are thinking that the high end will be okay. And I think that's wrong. I think it's really wrong. I think a lot of people think Class A apartments will do the best in this downturn. I think that's wrong. I think a lot of people assume that high end retailers will do fine where the low end won't. I think we're using the recession of '08 as our guide. And '08 was very, very different. The reason that Class A apartments and apartments in general did okay is we had an unusual behavior from owners to renters. The investing landscape pre '08 was very loose, and a lot of people that should have been renters became owners. And then during the recession, they just went back to renting. It's where they should have been. So all these people quoting that apartments in multifamily in Class A will do fine in this recession slash depression we are in are misguided, and they're misguided by using the '08 example. The other thing that I have been playing with and been talking to you a lot about the last 6 to 8 weeks is, will our behavior change post-event? And I think we're seeing it in Neiman Marcus. Sure, it's relatively small retailer. I think it had 60 some odd stores altogether between Neiman Marcus, off Last Call, and one other brand. But I think it's telling that a high-end retailer, what you might call a Class A retailer, went out first. It went out before Macy's. It went out before J.C. Penney's. The high end of the market is trading down. And this is not good. And this goes back to Apple. Apple was downgraded recently, I think, by Goldman, because buyers are going to change. They're not going to buy the $1,000 phone anymore. I think you should look at stocks that trade in the high end and see if you think their demand will be anything close to what it was the last couple of years. And my guess is probably not. Hence earnings, hence revenue, hence multiple all need to change or collapse. I think Neiman Marcus needs to be a wake-up call. First and foremost, no retailers are safe other than Walmart, Amazon, probably Target, maybe Home Depot, Lowe's. But clothing-based retailers, tough. Nordstrom's was on the hook. They got a loan. I think J.C. Penney's is trying to sell real estate to limp along. Man, at some point, go file bankruptcy, reorganize yourself, and come out of this thing stronger. Why take on more debt? This morning on our daily show, which we do every morning about 7 a.m., we talked about 24-hour fitness. My guess is they come out today as well. They're going to want to come out before the bell, the opening bell tomorrow. We are just starting this trend. I believe the stock market has been propped up by either algorithms in machines or irrational behavior that we are going to have a V-shaped recovery. It's not going to happen. We'll come off the bottom, sure. We'll open up some parts of the economy, sure. But to think we're going to be anywhere close to January and February as far as an economic environment is misguided. But we need to appreciate, we need to understand that, and we need to make business decisions. Yeah, Q2 is going to be one for the record books. I don't think Q3 will be much better. I think Q2 is the worst. Q3 is a little better. Q4 is a little better. Q1's a little better. But on the scale of a little better, we're still way below Q4 of last year. We are not looking at what is really going on. The fact that Neiman Marcus couldn't survive a month before filing for bankruptcy is telling. The fact that 24 Hour Fitness couldn't survive a month is telling. We need to evaluate what's going on. I believe this is gonna hurt a lot of companies. A lot of companies and brands that you and I know will have to declare bankruptcy. And again, remember, bankruptcy does not mean end all be all, they just evaporate. But it does mean that there's going to be some pain. It's going to be felt by the bondholders, common stock. It's going to be interesting. And yeah, Q2 is going to be rough. We should have a guess. Let's have a guess together. Put it in the notes below. 2 guesses. What do you think unemployment peaks at? And how far down do you think GDP is? Here's my guess. I believe unemployment's going to peak at 25%, probably in May. I'm going to go with a fall of GDP in Q2 of 33%. That's crazy numbers, right? Crazy numbers. But that's why you're going to have retailers go bust. That's why you can have entire retail chains go bust. I have no idea. I don't know how 600. I don't know enough about the 650K house. It depends how long you can hold it. Unemployment 22, GDP 25. Great. Let's see. This is going to get interesting. So again, I just saw that come across. It's the Bay Area market's going to be tough. If you can hold on for 3, 4, 5 years, you're probably going to be fine if you bought in San Jose here recently. But if you're looking to flip it, I would be very nervous. So in the end, Neiman Marcus going out. Does it cash flow? It's San Jose. It doesn't cash flow. Nothing cash flows in the Bay Area. Neiman Marcus is going bankrupt, and I think it's the first to come. We could see a bunch of announcements next week. So stay tuned. Realize that there's no V-shaped recovery coming. It's going to be a U, but probably a slight L. I don't know why they use letters, but I'll stick with it. So let me know what you think. Again, peak in unemployment, GDP fall Q2. Leave the thoughts below. Have a wonderful day. Take care.